Hi, my name is Kristina. I go by Tina for short. I teach yoga at the Yoga Now studio, both in person and online. And I wanted to share this meditation practice with you today. And really, this practice is moon inspired. I love balancing with the moon, um, the theologies of the moon, the astrologies at times. When things line up, it's hard to ignore the alignment in certain parts of the celestial bodies and also our lives. So I really love diving into that as much as I can. Um, so we're doing a meditation practice today involving a mudra or a motion with the hands. And we'll be here for about 15 minutes-ish as we walk ourselves into this practice. So to get started, I want to invite you to move your body. Like, do you need to open your chest? Do you need to get your wiggles out? Maybe you need to move your legs. My hips get particularly tight, so it's nice to just sort of like 90-degree angle, open these babies up. Because I get really sore when I'm sitting for a while, so I have to make sure to stretch and open up those areas. Moving the arms. One of my favorite practices to do to open up my shoulders, especially when I'm going to sit for a little while, where I feel like I'm holding my spine a lot, is I love to take a breath, settling in here. And then on my next breath, I'm going to sweep my arms out and around, up and overhead, reaching up toward the sky. And then as I exhale, bringing the elbows wide, bringing the palms in towards me, towards either ear, and slowly bring my shoulder blades together, bring my elbows together all the way down towards my back, and then release my hands to the floor. And doing that a few times, sweeping the arms up, overhead, reaching. Exhale, down wide, arms wide, fingers, hands, palms towards the ears, elbows towards each other. 2 more times. If you're holding anything, feel free to sigh out the mouth as you exhale. It really opens up the shoulders, opens up the back, the spine, all those sorts of things. You could take a little twist. You'd like to take a little twist. When you feel like you're ready, taking a breath here and see if you can loosen any gripping on the spine itself. As you exhale, releasing into those sit bones. Relaxing the shoulders, softening the curve of your own spine. Giving yourself some time to align the body, making sure the seat is supported, raising the hips if your knees and hips need a little bit of a lift from the floor. Covering it with a blanket, ensuring your legs are warm, wrapping yourself in a shawl or a blanket as well if you're cold in your space. Lining your spine, stacking the vertebra one on top of the other, almost imagining as if the body were a set of blocks, balancing the sit bones and the sacrum, low back, middle back, upper back, balancing shoulders over the hips, and letting the head balance gently between. Softening with every exhale as you find a comfortable seat. And if at any time the seated position is not working for you, feel free to move and change it without any judgment, without any labels or anything. Just do what you need to do. Sitting in place for a long time is difficult, so do your best and be kind to yourself. And before we really move into our practice, I'm going to ask you to do what's called a physiological sigh. And it's where we take a multi-part inhale and then we exhale out the mouth. We'll do 2 sips of air in through the nose. So sipping in 1, 2, and out the mouth. We'll do that again. In for 2. Out the mouth. One more time. Noticing the parts of the body that connect to the earth beneath you. Notice how they grow heavy, settling downward, as if rooting into the earth as you breathe. As the gaze of the mind settles on these connecting areas between us and the floor, notice how those connections feel. Maybe even noticing the skin touched by the air in the room. And guiding the gaze of the mind to the breath, and begin following the pathway of breath in and out of the body. As you inhale, following the breath in through the nose, through the throat, and filling all the way to the base of the lungs. As we exhale, moving the breath, following it out of the lungs, the throat, and back out through the nose. And taking a few breaths to follow this pathway gently in and gently out. And then making a subtle shift to imagine as if you could breathe in from the air as you inhale. And then as you exhale, imagine sending that breath down into the earth through the parts of the body that connect. Inhale, gathering up the energies from the air, the moon, the ether, elements outside of us. Exhale, sending it downward, planting it into the earth. Inhale, gathering up. Exhale, sending downward. Almost imagining as if you had roots. The body connects to the earth, breathing down through those roots. And then subtly shifting to imagine you could receive from the earth on the inhale, breathing in from those roots all the way up to the heart center. And exhale, releasing the air back into the earth. Inhale, breathing in nourishment, vitality from the earth. And exhale down, releasing and letting go. In, receiving, exhale, releasing. And slowly releasing this imagery practice and coming back to your own natural breath, moving effortlessly in and out through the nose. Noticing how you feel now, noticing the quality of breath. And here, without moving too out of your experience, if you can, we'll begin with our mudra. So bringing the palms of the hands in front of you, palms face up. We'll bring the tips of our rings and thumb fingers together and splay all the other fingers out wide from the palms. And then we'll shift the left palm with the joined fingers face up and place this subtly just below the belly button. You could rest the arm or the forearm or the wrist on the left thigh or blanket on your lap. And then the right palm will move opposite, pointed fingers face down. And we'll put this just above our left palm, but giving a little bit of space between the joined fingers on each hand. Making sure to relax the shoulders down and back, elbows slightly away from the body. Closing the eyes or settling the gaze. And begin to imagine the breath moving between the palms through the fingers. Inhaling from the left palm up to the right palm. And exhaling from right palm back down to the left palm. Inhaling up this channel. Exhaling down. Finding a natural rhythm of breath as you move up and down. Allowing the belly to be soft and expansive. Moving the hands slightly with each breath. Concentrating the mind here between the palms as you breathe. This is the Lunar Nadi Mudra. Breathing along the chakra that houses much of the moon energies here in the body. Inviting openness, inviting balance. Inviting clarity, creativity, and intuition. And if the hands and arms become tired, you can always relax the palms back on the lap, on the thighs, but still imagine the breath moving up and down the belly as if your palms were still planted. And when and if you feel ready, bringing the palms back into their position, breathing subtly up and down this channel, doing what you can where you're at. If you haven't already, begin to release the mudra from the hands and rest the hands on the thighs or in the lap. Taking a full breath, maybe even imagining moving up and down the whole spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, moving the breath fully through the body. Maybe using the moon energy we have cultivated in this practice and set an intention for yourself, maybe for this lunar cycle, maybe just because. A word, a phrase, a feeling, a gift to yourself that you so desperately need or desperately deserve. Giving yourself a breath or two to settle on something. And then giving yourself another breath or two to root it inside your own mind, repeating it to yourself. And then letting that intention float away, knowing you can always come back to it. And then bringing the palms together in front of the heart, or even stacking the palms on top of the heart. And I want you to imagine the moon's light at the very center of your own heart. And then slowly let it fill all the spaces of body, the light growing in brightness, and almost as if it could have a greater gravity. Filling yourself with love, light, creativity, intuition, and intention, and compassion. And if you'd like to, opening the palms out in front of you and opening up yourself, allowing that cultivated peace to pour out of you. Maybe even sending it out to anyone you know, anyone you love who may be suffering. Moving in every direction outward. Gathering the palms back up. Closing with a simple wish for peace. May you find peace and balance in your life where you need it most. Namaste. I want to thank you for being here with me, for cultivating this practice, for tuning in to yourself, to the moon energies. And I hope it helped you in some small way. Wishing you all the good things this life has to offer. Take care of yourselves.